Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, welcome to another live event here at MarketMinds Mastery. How are you guys doing today? Is everyone okay? Let's give it a couple of seconds. Good morning, Maria. Thanks for joining us for another live session. And yeah, we are ready to start. Let's start with the euro. Sorry, that's an analysis that I sent out to one of our clients here at MarketMinds Mastery. So let's start. Let's start with the euro US dollar on the daily chart. Yesterday we tried to get into the move of the breakout to the upside. The price didn't make it. The reason we tried to do that is because, actually, let's start with the dollar index. The dollar index is clearly trading to the downside, as you guys see. Maria said still sleeping. Okay. So as you see that the price is it's in a downtrend, but the candle was fairly bullish. But again, the price didn't really make any move to the upside during the Asian session, during the London session. Only during the New York session, the price tried to gain some momentum here and favor the US dollar. So that's why we tried to went long on the euro. And yeah, today, what do we expect to see? We expect to see more retracement if it's going to occur. And as you guys understand, there is a resistance level at this point where we expect to see the price touch. Guys, please make sure you type all your questions on the chat box. So if you want to see an analysis on another currency pairs beside the majors, please let me know. So overall, this is bearish. Just one moment to change the settings. Nope, why it doesn't change? No, I don't know. Ah, that's the one. Okay, so overall, this is bearish, and if we check the euro is at resistance, and at resistance we are looking for more. It's at resistance, and we are looking to sell it. But you guys understand that the dollar index, it's if it's going to correct a bit, then we might going to see also minor correction here. So we don't know exactly when it's going to be the breakout after, as it didn't occur yesterday. So if we're going to see a break outside of the yesterday's range, so our analysis now has to be revised, then we might see the price traveling all the way to take this S1 support. Okay, so keep that in mind. Next one is the pound against the US dollar. Pound is it shows that it's more weak than the euro. And that's the reason we might gonna see the euro against the Great British Pound in a breakout, as we commented from yesterday's webinar. We can check it later though. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning, GTRK. Nice to see you guys. So, if we check the lower time frames like 1 hour chart, let's see if the price will break below this yesterday's low. If it's going to break below, then there is a high chance to come all the way to the S1 support. So we can take some short positions until the price is going to hit the S1. And if it's going to continue moving lower, here is the next area that we expect the price to visit down there at this region. Let's check the Australian dollar against the US dollar. This doji at resistance stopped the buyers. The sellers yesterday clearly dominate this market, and today we do expect to see some more continuation, especially if the dollar index will make a higher high today. Okay, until the price it's going to come to an area of resistance at the dollar index, then we're going to experience some bullishness on the Aussie and the rest. So fairly bearish for intraday trading, Australian dollar, US dollar. If you guys trading on the 1 hour chart or 4 hour chart, maybe we're not gonna see that much opportunity, but definitely on the hourly time frame. Now we have a lower low. Here the price just make a new low for the day. If it's gonna continue moving lower, then we might see some more weakness. Now here is a possible area of support somewhere here in the middle, because the long bullish candles, they have accumulated volume somewhere in the middle, at least in the forex market. BR, hello, first time, welcome then. K2, nice day, sir. Jeff said hello. Jeff said, I cannot hear anything, sir. Good morning, house, from Olga. Guys, can you hear me, the rest of you? Just to make sure it's only from Jeff's side. Can you type a quick yes if you can hear me? I'll appreciate it. Doug said, welcome to today trading. I can hear you. Okay. Doug said, I can hear you loud and clear. Okay. I can hear you now, Olga. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Maria Julia said yes. Okay. Great. Great. Jeff, you might need to check your site, please. Malcolm, hearing you here too. Thank you. Okay. So next one, the Kiwi against the US dollar. So this area here, it's not in play anymore. Now the next area of support for the Kiwi is this area down here. If you're gonna trade on the hourly time frames, here it's a nice trend. Price already made a lower high and lower low, and at this point now a channel might be in place if this, pay attention to that, if the price respect the return line, that's how we call this line in a downtrend, then this channel will be valid, because there will be 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. We need 4 touches to create a channel. So we have 1 confirm, 2nd confirm, 3rd confirm. We are missing the 4th one. Okay. So keep that in your chart if you want. And on the daily chart, as we said here, it's where we expect the price to stop again based on the dollar index strength. Okay, that's why I'm change charts and I go back and forth. So next, the USD Canadian dollar. Yesterday I tried to get the bearish engulfing as I send it as a potential setup on our Telegram channel. It's a free channel for everyone who would like to join. You see on the frame here the name of the channel, or if you visit my channel, you're gonna see that the Telegram channel is right there. So USD Canadian dollar, in terms of a trend, there is no trend here. Price, let me show you why. Because price made a higher high and then it made a lower low, then it didn't make neither a higher high or a lower low. So from this point here, we don't have any structure, we don't have any pattern that is we can recognize it to start looking for some trade. That's the reason. So I was expecting, based on the dollar weakness yesterday, to see some continuation on the dollar until the S1 support, but that didn't happen. Apparently during the New York session, the Canadian dollar lost so much of its strength and it was dumped by all the currency pairs, all the other currencies. Next one on the list. So for today, USD CAD, I stay on the side. USD CHF, that's an interesting one. Price created an inside candle. That's a lot of indecision in the market. Although the Swiss franc appeared with some strength yesterday, so price didn't create a new high. It just stayed within the previous candle range. Price is still at the support. Strength on the US dollar can lead price to climb higher. Okay, this one, it's going to be the first area, and this found it to be around where? 0.89564. Be mindful that the numbers I announced, based on the broker you use, the last digit might be different. Okay, and that's purely because of the different brokers. Different brokers, they use different liquidity providers and so on and so forth. USD JPY, what's going on here? It was bullish 2 days ago. Yesterday didn't make a new high, didn't make a new low. It occupied within the previous day's high and low. So I'm not looking to neither buy or sell in this one here. Taren asks, is it trying to form a head and shoulder there on the, I assume you're referring to the USD Canadian dollar? No, it's not. And okay, guys, I'm back on the US dollar Canadian dollar. For those who are new on the webinars and you don't know which currency pair I have on the chart all time, you can refer to this box up here, corner top corner left, and you're gonna see the name of the pair, or if you look which one from this signal community area is within the blue highlight box, that's the pair. So why this is not, those that have been my students for some time, they must know why this is not considered as a head and shoulder pattern. Take some time. Good morning, Ruben. Thanks for joining us, my friend. Take some time and tell me, take about 20 seconds, and you guys tell me why this is not a head and shoulder pattern. Let me draw it better. Why this cannot be at any point as a head and shoulder pattern. Bev, yes, it's because of spreads. That's right. Adonis said there is no point in trading USD JPY at the moment. That's correct. Julie asked, it is important to know. Come on, guys, tell me, does anyone, and again, I mean, I'm not here to judge you. Just tell me why this is not a head and shoulder pattern. Bev, you almost find it, Alexander. I think it's because the left shoulder is not that significant. Okay. Could be because it's not forming the neckline properly. Yes, it's somewhere in the neckline, the answer. I can only see one shoulder. Yeah, we have one, and then we have the other one. Also, the head and the right shoulder are very close. Okay, but the answer is somewhere in the neckline. So the reason this cannot be a head and shoulder pattern, it's because the neckline, it has a downward slope move. In the head and shoulder, maybe you're going to see it better if I use this one. In a head and shoulder pattern, guys, always, the neckline has an upward slope. If you see a neckline that has a downward slope, it's not a head and shoulder. Okay, this is extremely important. This is one of the rules for a head and shoulder pattern. Now, it doesn't, remember, a head and shoulder pattern, it's a reversal pattern found at the top of an uptrend. And at this point, yes, we had an uptrend here. The price, though, on a return move, it penetrated the previous swing low. Therefore, it automatically canceled the validity of this being a potential head and shoulder pattern. Now, does it mean that there are no bearish implications still in this pattern? Absolutely no. There are bearish implications, but we cannot treat it as a head and shoulder pattern, and therefore we cannot apply the methods to trade the head and shoulder pattern. Okay. Vicent, yes, said, I think the rule is what I have been missing. Guys, trust me, when it comes to technical analysis, even when I received my certificate as a certified financial technical analyst, I got it with a distinction award. Okay, so I'm very, very into details when I do technical analysis, and that's the reason some big firms and some brokers, they prefer me to send them on a daily basis analysis for this one. And again, some individual traders like you, they want to receive some professional analysis on a daily basis. And that's the reason, because I love what I do, I know what I do, and I'm just explain you how to learn the markets here. Okay, so if you need any of my services, just feel free to reach out. And yes, you need to pay attention. This will be one of the examples I will include it in my course. Okay, so when the course will be available, then you will be able to learn all of this stuff. It's going to be a long course. It's going to be for many hours with so many real examples. So it's going to help you. Let's continue. with the USD/JPY. So daily chart, USD/JPY, this doji candle, long leg doji at during an uptrend, maybe post temporarily the move, or it's going to create a reversal, we don't know. So the origin of the move, it was this rectangle, it was this area here. So if that was the origin of the move, we do expect the price to come at this area if it's gonna stays below this S1 support. So today, if we are looking to trade the Great British Pound against the Japanese yen, maybe we can keep looking for some short plays. There is a, I will call it a tentative channel, can be drawn here based on 1, 2, 3. We're missing the fourth touch. And when I draw channels or trend lines, you will never see me do this stuff here. Like, let me show you. Like I see many traders and they do something like this. Because it's false break here, yeah, it's okay. No, it's not okay. We have to understand that nothing is, maybe price has a lot, maybe the markets, they have by nature a lot of randomness, but the areas or the levels that the price traded at the point in time, they are all important. So if you're going to draw a trend line, you always need to touch the extreme. If after you touch the extreme, if on a bounce the price false break the trend line, let it be. That's okay. We're not going to redraw the trend line. The right way, and again, I explain this on the course, what is the right way to draw the trend line and how is best to treat the trend lines. So this one here, it's a tentative trend line. It's not a valid. We need the third touch to confirm its validity from the swing. But again, here we have bearish implications. If you are trading on the hourly time frame, here is your next area of support. So there is a room for about 30 pips. So if you want to go down to the 5-minute chart and take some trades, if that's how you trade, then you can wait for price to retest this area of support, and then you can continue selling. If you're not trading on these lower time frames, then you can trade these swings on the hourly or any other time frame you prefer. Next one, the euro against the JPY on the daily chart. Yesterday, price didn't make a new low, but it just made a false breakout to the upside. It engulfs the previous candle body. For some people, that's an engulfing. On the 4-hour chart though, let's see what's going to happen on the hourly chart. If the price will break below this support, then we might see some more continuation to the downside. Please mark it in your chart. This is the level that if you're trading hourly time frames or lower time frames, you need this level here. And then the next available level price can travel if it's decisively penetrate this 163.06, it's going to be this one here, 162.5. Guys, sorry, I haven't checked the conversation for a long time. Rory said, I love the way you advise your technical analysis. Abner, so it might touch the first pullback. Yes. Malcolm said, I prefer trading the swing. Yep, that's a high probability trading actually. Kellogg said it could do this or it could just keep climbing higher. Yes, of course. Either way, absolutely either way. Anastasia said, yes, I'm doing that now. Levy said, I think it's going to come down from here. Yep, So that's a potential setup. Some people, they trade this as a range. You know, this range started toward near the end of the New York session, and it continued during the Asian session, and continued during the Sydney session as well. And a break below, it has about 20 pips. And then if this is going to be penetrated, there are about 55 pips to be made. But these lines are good to look at them as a strong areas of price reverse if you trade on the hourly and lower time frame. Okay, if you trade on the daily chart, you're gonna have the higher time, the weeklies support and resistance, or the monthlies, as I teach to my students on private coaching. So let's move on. New Zealand against the JPY. Yesterday price closed below the support here. So if price gonna stay today below the support, we're gonna flip it as resistance. Remember, change of the rule of change of polarity in the market, but we need 2 days in a row to see a penetration and close below any support to rename it and treat it as resistance. So fairly bearish on this one. Now the next area that the price might come, it's going to be this low here. That's around 88.87. Next one, Australian dollar JPY. Again, weakness on this as well, but you guys understand that price is in this uptrend. Only and only a penetration of this low here will validate the treatment as a beginning of a downtrend. Okay. Adam said it looks like it's in a stable range. Zero said, all right, I'm going to keep watching on that. Okay. CHF JPY, the Swiss franc, it's relatively strong. I don't expect to see that much of move, at least during the London session. CAT, extremely weak yesterday. It was one of the weakest during the New York session. Someone asked me yesterday, based on this bullish candle, what bias we had, and I commented that yeah, there is a chance for the market to continue moving higher because there is room until this resistance. Okay, that didn't happen. Price reversed, so we might see what's going on here. There are as the price, it's not in a defined pattern like an uptrend or a downtrend. We can't really have a high probability scenario around it. Let's check the German 40. Price still makes higher highs and higher lows. So if we're not gonna see any retracement today, yeah, we expect the price to retest this R2 resistance at any point soon. WTI yesterday sold off so much, but I still don't see any changes, any major changes in the fuel price at the gas station, right? It was 79.5, now it's 72, let's say. It went all the way to 73, sorry. So significant drop of the price per barrel. Let's see if we're gonna be lucky when we're gonna visit the gas station next time. Yeah. So price is still on a fall. There is a defined downtrend here with lower highs and lower lows. If price, before it touched the S1 support, it managed to create a correction, then definitely I will be looking to apply some FIB tools, Bollinger Bands, and to execute my strategy to go short and target this S1 support. Okay, but now because it's already on on a free fall, I'm not interested to enter the market because there is very low probability where I'm going to put the stop loss above here. The range is too much. The rewards risk is not even favorable. Next one, gold. Yesterday we expected the price to continue moving lower based on this candle here, but it created a bullish momentum. Again, there is no well-defined trend here, so how can we say there is a high probability of one scenario to happen over another? And guys, please understand, in trading there is not always a thing to the myth. In my opinion, it's a myth that we have to analyze the charts and understand what the charts are doing. There are many times when we do analysis of the chart, it's not clear in terms of direction, it's not clear in terms of sentiment, because as retail traders we trade for short period of time. We don't get in a trade and stay there for 2 months to talk about market sentiment and all this stuff, and all these are lacking information. They already happened, they belong to the past. Now we want to see what's going on here. Do I understand? Is it something here I can trade? Is it a tradable opportunity? Based on the yesterday's candle, it's a tradable to the upside, but is there a resistance on the way? Is this market in an uptrend and to buy it? Is it in a downtrend and I'm buying? Is it did it bounce from a range? What happened? So sometimes the question marks are so many, and it's hard to have bias. Okay, so do not always, and that's an advice or recommendation, obviously not a financial advice, but do not always try to fit a mean in the market. Okay, what we think it's gonna happen, it's great if we can back it up with some indicators. If we know how to read the indicators or some price action, then it's a confirmation. Okay, so next one on the list, Euro Australian dollar. Euro Australian dollar, this one technically it's in an uptrend. People, they're gonna looking on the chart, they're gonna turn their head left, they're gonna turn their head right, they will try to understand what is he talking about. Is it in an uptrend or in a downtrend? Okay, let me walk you through. It looked almost like in a range. It looked like this. What do you guys think about this market? Is it in an uptrend, in a downtrend? Is it in a range? Is it in a sideways? Is it in a, does it include in a phrase, I don't understand? What do you think? I'm sure many of you, they're going to have this aha moment after I explain you what's going on with this market as per technical analysis. I read comments now. Do you expect to bounce on its resistance? It looks almost the same with gold. It's in a range for me. I think this is not an uptrend, it's a range. I think it's in an uptrend. Yes. Usually big wave, it looks like a hell. Yes, Julia, that's right. Always that big wave is the problem. Okay, guys, so what's going on with this one? Let me throw some clarity in your trading. Now, there is a chart type, we call them line charts. Whenever you have doubt about what the market does, you can use the line chart and try to see if you can understand something. Now, if you see this here, and let's change the color. Let's make it blue. So price made a higher high. This high is higher than this high, and so on. So this becomes the low. Until this point, we don't have any violation. Now we have violation of the most recent low from this one. So automatically make this as the high, this one here. Now, this high, it's been penetrated clearly by this swing high. So automatically, this makes it the low, the swing low, and this is the most recent swing high. So we have a higher high, and we are kind of missing the higher low. Or we can see here the higher low. So higher high and higher low, because the line bent already. So higher high and higher low, it's a sign of which trend? Is it a sign of an uptrend, a downtrend, or a ranging market? Yeah, that's correct. Everyone said it's in an uptrend. So if you see this market based on the swings it created, that's the most recent information we have. It's the most recent swings. Then this higher high and higher low, they consist an uptrend. If you try to read the market based on this picture, then it can also be a head and shoulders here, yeah, because that's a head, triple left shoulder, so far double left shoulder. Maybe you're going to see, double right shoulder. Maybe you're going to see another shoulder created. The neckline is valid, head is valid, left shoulder, right shoulder. Maybe you're going to see a downtrend. Okay, now I'm not saying it's a clear, defined, and very obvious and visible to everyone, this minor uptrend. That's how we call it. It's a minor uptrend because it develops within another pattern. Every pattern can be developed within a higher time frame pattern. So, but at the short term, if we are trading the swings, we have to pay attention to the current swings, the most recent swings. And the most recent swing in the market, it's this one here, it's this one there, it's this one here, and it's this one down there. All right, so I'm not saying that because we identified a minor uptrend, we look and we start buying. I'm saying that some people, they think, why the price, this bearish engulfing, didn't continue falling lower. And the reason is because there is bullish bias in the market, guys. There are not bearish bias in the market, there are bullish bias. That's why we see strength from the buyers. If it was if this market was dominating by sellers mainly, we wouldn't have seen yesterday this higher high here. We would have seen something like a bullish candle stays within the high and the low of the previous days on the yesterday's candle. But when we see this explosion, higher highs and higher lows, yeah, that's a strong indication that, hey, why buyers they appear here? If that was a range, or if that was let's say a downtrend, why such a strong push to the upside? Okay, that's why some attention, some attention needed sometimes when we try to understand the market. Okay, and I'm not saying that was clear. It's not a clear, and if you still don't understand what I just explained, it's okay. It's not a clear uptrend. It's a minor uptrend within a wider sideways / ranging market. Okay, now if I ask 100 people what market is this one here, what do you think every one of you here, guys, will say? if you see this market here, what would we have say? Is it in a downtrend? Is it in an uptrend? Or is it ranging? Before, when I show the Euro Australian against the Australian dollar, some people said uptrend, some people said don't understand, some people here I just see everyone said uptrend, 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 uptrend. Yeah. So yeah, it's in an uptrend. Price makes clearly higher highs and higher lows. So am I looking to sell or to buy here? I really don't understand why some people, guys, why you guys you cannot hear me. I think you have to check your end. Yeah, please check your sound. So Euro Canadian dollar, yes, this is in an uptrend. So this resistance broken decisively by the price, hold above today. So now it's gonna become a support. And if we go on the lower time frames, this an interesting higher high and this an interesting lower high. So here we spot negative divergence in an uptrend, and that's a sign of market first divergence. They will pause the move, they will correct the move, and they're going to correct the move in two ways. Write this down: either in a consolidation way or in a move against the predominant the main direction. So if we're gonna see red candles printed at this point moving lower, it means price moves lower. Then the negative divergence correct this phase within a downward move. If we're gonna see the price remains within this range, then the negative divergence correct the market within a ranging move. Okay, so wrongly many traders, they believe that when they spot bearish divergence or negative divergence in an uptrend, it's a signal for trend reversals. That's not a reversal divergence. They call negative or bearish divergence, and first they're going to correct the move to talk about trend reversals. And again, this I will explain it in details in the course. To talk about trend reversal, we need to have a violation and a close of the recent swing low, and then the first sign of trend reversal is present. Many traders, what they are missing from their trading is not a knowledge, it's patience, okay, to allow the patterns to develop. Next one, Euro Kiwi daily chart. Price tapped at this resistance and it created this high. This has the similar behavior with the Australian dollar. Maybe you're going to understand this better. So we have this high and this high, we connect the trend line and it comes all the way down there. If we connect then this high with this one here, that's the next high of the red candle. Then here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. This one here made a new low. So this false breakout occurred after we connect we created the trend line. So this trend line broke to the upside here. Also, price here made a lower low, so makes this the swing high, and it been broken by this swing high here. Okay, so now we have a higher high. Price make a swing low here, and it reached this area of resistance. Now if it's going to continue to the upside with an ascending triangle, we're going to find it out if it's going to get rejected here or not. Okay, but this can be the development of an ascending triangle pattern as well. Guys, I think you need to save this live and watch it again, because there are lots and lot of information here for you to learn. Pound Australian dollar daily chart, it's just messing around. Pound cat, pound Kiwi, I don't see anything here. Pound is very weak in general. Then it's the Australian dollar against the New Zealand dollar. Both of them are very weak. It looks like the Kiwi is weaker than the Australian dollar. That's why this market moves to the upside. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar stayed around this resistance yesterday, so minimal activity by sellers. Let's see what's going to happen if we're going to have the final move to the upside. New Zealand against the Canadian dollar. Imagine, Canadian dollar is so weak, and New Zealand against the Canadian dollar is bearish. It means that New Zealand today at this session, it's weakened. It's much more weakened than the Canadian dollar. If you're trading this, here is your support. Price can come at the support here. New Zealand CHF, of course, another weak market at this point. And Aussie Swiss franc, this has nothing to watch here. And Canadian dollar CHF, of course, Canadian dollar extremely weak. But here it's the beauty of trading. Price touched at a very strong support, and I'm telling you, because I did the analysis on this one, that's a monthly support, and it's by far one of the strongest support you can find in the market. Also, look at this, guys. Price made a lower low, and the RSI made a higher low, slightly higher, but still a higher low. So here we have positive divergence. We do expect to see push to the upside now. And today, based on the average true range of this market moves anywhere between 40 to 50 pips on a good day. Okay, in a normal day. You see, there are other days like this one here, move 40, like this one here, it moved 25. Like this one here, it moved 19. So on an average, it moves, let's say, 40 to 50 pips. Now, today, for the support to hold, I wouldn't expect to see the price to push higher. Okay, if this support will hold, I would expect today to see the price stay around this support, and on Monday, from Monday onwards, to see some buying pressure coming in the market. Okay, so keep that in mind. Maybe we're going to see change of polarity here, and the Canadian dollar will gain some strength against the Swiss franc, or the Swiss franc will become a weak currency pair and can take advantage of that one. Okay. Someone asked, anyone wants to sell the gold? Better to wait if it reach an area of resistance, and you can sell it. This contradicts my understanding of market. Gee, you can send me even a private message and I explain you if you need something more here. Yeah, very well explained. Someone said, thank you. Taylor said it will be nice to see it return, but I doubt that. Yes, that's true. We will see. Guys, I think that's all from me today. I think we cover every single pair on the list here, plus some commodities, plus the German 40 for the London Open. So we are about 10 minutes to start our trading activity for intraday trading. So at this stage, I would like to wish to everyone to have a fantastic day ahead. Here at MarketMinds Mastery, we really, really appreciate you, value you as our viewer every single day. For those who are taking private coaching with me, again, appreciate your effort and everything. If you need to contact me for any of my services, please feel free to reach here. You can see the Telegram, you can see the YouTube channel, the trading view. Feel free to contact me. Or if you have a doubt about your chart, something you are trading and you want to send a picture to me, I mean, feel free, you can do that. And I mean, you don't need to pay me to give you to help you on something. Okay, I mean, just we are here to help traders as well, absolutely, beside the service we provide. Yes, and I would like to wish you to have a nice weekend as well, get some rest, and we're going to be back on Monday at the same time for the new analysis. For now, again, from myself and MarketMinds Mastery, would like to wish you to have a lovely day ahead. Bye, everyone.